Hello, hello, my lovelies. Today we're talking about the craziness that happened at the Oscars last night. Will Smith, supposedly, Chris Rock. We're going to talk about it and why this event happened. So without any further ado, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's jump into it. Roll the intro. Welcome back to the Random Show. Now, who are we talking about? What is going on? Well, Will Smith is a well-known American actor, rapper, probably best known maybe for movies such as I Am Legend, or now King Richard, which is what he accepted an Oscar for last night, or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And Chris Rock is a well-known American comedian. That's best what I know him for, is being a really well-known comedian on various different things and tours and whatnot. So, last night was the Oscars, which I don't personally pay attention to award shows unless it's like the Kids' Choice Awards, which I actually still watch every now and then, every other year recently. So I don't pay attention to award shows, I really don't. So I heard last night, I woke up and I found out that Chris Rock had gotten socked by Will Smith. And I'm like, what the hell? Why? What happened? Why? So I looked it up and I researched it. So what happened last night at the Oscars is Chris Rock was presenting an award and he made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith, which is Will Smith's wife. He made a joke about her being in G.I. Jane 2, which if you don't know, G.I. Jane was a 1990s film about a woman with a bald head. Now, Jada Pinkett Smith has what's known as alopecia, and she loses hair. So that's why her head is now bald, because she just shaved it. And something happened in between the time that they panned to Will Smith laughing or smiling about this joke, and you can kind of see Jada's eyes go like, oh my god. So it panned back to Chris Rock, and all of a sudden he was like laughing about, he was just like, and then all of a sudden you see Will Smith walk up, haul up, and just wham. He goes all the way back and just wham right into Chris Rock. And then he sits down, and Chris Rock is just like, dude, what was that for? It was just a G.I. Jane joke. Whoa, calm down. And you can hear, there's no mics near Will Smith. There's no mics near him, but yet you can hear him on the original, on the Australian version, because on the American one, they have bleeped out him yelling curse words and the punch. Like, you can hear him. You can hear the contact being made with his fist. So, whoa, first off. And then you can hear him yelling, keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth. And he says it a couple times. And you can hear the crowd's just like, ooh, like, is this a skit? Is this supposed to be happening right now? You could tell people in the crowd were definitely shocked about this. Like, wow. Hang on, I need another drink. But yeah, that's kind of what happened. And I don't know if... Okay, here's where I'm at. A lot of people... There's two different sides to this argument. Some people are thinking, oh, that was such a great thing that he did. He was, defending his woman and all that. And I can understand that. I can see where a man would want to defend his wife, especially if she's offended or even starts crying. I know my fiance would. My fiance would probably go off and hit somebody if they were making fun of me. But this is like on live TV between like two famous people, which a lot of times people hold up in higher regard, like they should know better. But there's two sides to this. Some people are praising him for punching Chris Rock, and there's people that are like, he assaulted a guy on live TV. This was awful. I'm kind of in between this. Like, I can understand why he did it and why he wanted to defend his wife, but at the same time, he did punch a guy on live TV. I mean, he punched a guy on live TV, but I can go both ways on this whole situation. I feel like it's nice that he was defending his wife in her honor, in her name, but it's kind of Chris Rock has always been kind of that comedian that says things that shock people. He's kind of always been that way, so I wasn't really surprised he would make a joke about G.I. Jane, and maybe he didn't know that Jada Pinkett has alopecia. Maybe he didn't know, and that's why he was like, dude, it was just a G.I. Jane joke. Calm down, it was just a joke about G.I. Jane. Maybe he didn't know that she has alopecia. I feel like they could have handled this better. I feel like they could have, Will Smith could have just, been like, gave him a look like, please shut up. And then if he continued it and he kept going, he could have, waited until the Oscars were over and approached Chris in private and was just like, dude, that wasn't freaking cool. Did you know my wife has this thing? I feel like he shouldn't have just hauled off and punched him. I feel like they could have, handled this maybe on Twitter or even offline. I don't feel like it was cool that he just, hauled off and punched him without, due diligence, but, some people act right out of emotion, and maybe that was just him seeing his wife having a problem, and he just decided, defend my wife. So I see both sides of this, but I feel like it could have been handled a little bit better than him just hauling off and punching Chris Rock live on TV. And then he made this apology. This is kind of one thing that just kind of makes me feel weird about the whole situation, is he made this apology. Will Smith made this apology because later on he won an award for the movie that he did, King Richard, which is about the father of Serena and Venus Williams. Now, he won an Oscar for that, and he went up and was doing his speech, and he apologized to his fellow nominees. He apologized to the Academy and hoped the Academy would invite him back, but he didn't apologize to Chris Rock. And he made this whole big speech about how he's about love, and he's about, protecting his family, and in the same day, he punched a dude, which isn't very loving. But again, it could have just been out of just emotion without thinking, and he just decided to check Chris. You don't know. I feel like it could have been handled better. He could have, even made just a mean tweet, been like, Chris Rock, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. He could have done that on Twitter, or probably had his number or something. For some reason, I think all celebrities might have each other's numbers. So maybe he could have personally texted Chris and is just like, dude, that joke wasn't fucking cool. My wife has alopecia. Did you not know that? Or he could have just, went up and said that. If he really wanted to go up on stage and make a scene, he could have just been like, dude, my wife has alopecia. That wasn't a cool joke. And then he could have just... He didn't have to scream. He didn't have to punch Chris. He could have went up there and made a scene with his words, if you understand what I'm saying. I feel like I understand, again, where he's coming from, but yeah. So that's what I got for you guys. What do you think about the whole situation? Which side are you on? Because I feel like this is a really heated debate that's going on right now. So what do you think? Do you think Will was in the right for defending Jada Pinkett? Or do you think Chris should not have been punched? Do you think he deserved it? What do you think about the whole situation? Let me know in the comments below. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a great day. Bye.